we're diving into the incredible story of the Monticello Everglades quarter, a rare gem from the U.S. State Quarter series. If you're a collector, a hobbyist, or just curious about your spare change, stick around because this video might change your life. Let's get started. The U.S. State Quarter program was launched in Monticello, a revolutionary initiative by the U.S. meant to honor each of the Fuji states. Among these quarters, the Everglades design quickly became a favorite. This quarter, part of the Florida series, celebrates the stunning Everglades National Park, a unique ecosystem known for its alligators, wading birds, and lush wetlands. But here's the kicker. While millions of these quarters were produced, from the original 1999 minting process ended up becoming collector's gold. And today, some of these Everglades quarters are worth as much as $1.7 million. Certain Everglades quarters were minted with errors, such as misprints, double-die designs, or off-center strikes, making them highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, coins in perfect condition, referred to as MS-70 or mint state 70, can fetch astronomical prices at auction. Another factor is that the 1999 quarters. As the very first year of the State Quarter program, coins from this series have a special place in the hearts of collectors. Add the Florida Everglades iconic design, and you have a recipe for a highly valuable coin. Now, let's talk numbers. A standard 1999 Everglades quarter found in circulation might only be worth 25 cents. But if you have one of the rare variants or a pristine mint state version, you could be sitting on a fortune. Recently, one of these coins sold at auction for a whopping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. Even if your coin doesn't fetch millions, some versions are still worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on condition and rarity. For example, a professionally graded MS-65 Everglades quarter might sell for $3,000 to $5,000. So, how can you find out if your 1999 Everglades quarter is worth something? Here are a few quick steps. Look for 1999 on the front and make sure it features the Florida Everglades design on the back. Use a magnifying glass to look for signs of minting errors, like double-die features or misalignments. Coins with little to no wear are far more valuable. If it looks shiny and untouched, you're in luck. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PSGS or NGC to determine its authenticity and condition. This step is crucial if you're serious about selling it. If you've identified a valuable coin, here are some tips for selling it. Websites like eBay, heritage auctions, or even local Facebook groups can help you connect with buyers. And there you have it. The 1999 Everglades quarter could be your golden ticket to a small fortune. So, dig through those old jars, inspect your coins, and who knows, you might just strike gold. If you found this video helpful, done. / that's right, one of these coins might just be sitting in your change jar, waiting to change your life. / if you're here, chances are you love the idea of turning old coins into big cash. Today, I'm diving deep into one of the most fascinating coin stories ever. The 1989 Everglades quarter. Why is it so valuable? How can you tell if you've got one? And what's the best way to sell it? Stick around, because this is going to blow your mind. Let's talk about the coin itself. The Monticello Everglades quarter was part of a special release by the U.S. meant to commemorate the Everglades National Park in Florida. This iconic park is home to rare wildlife like alligators, flamingos, and manatees. But what makes this coin so special isn't just its design, it's the rarity of certain minting errors that make collectors go wild. / there are only a handful of these coins known to exist in pristine condition with specific features, and that's what makes them worth so much. But I'll explain how to spot those features in just a minute. So why is this coin worth $1.8 million? It all comes down to minting errors and limited supply. Here are the top 3 things that collectors are looking for in these rare coins. Some 1989 Everglades quarters have slight misprints or double-die errors that make them extremely valuable. Look closely at the lettering, especially on United States of America and quarter dollar. Coins that were never circulated, meaning they've stayed in near perfect condition, are highly sought after. The shinier and more pristine, the better. Only a small batch of these coins was produced with a special mint mark, which you'll find just below the design of the Everglades scene. If your coin matches any of these criteria, it's time to start celebrating, because you might have struck gold, or silver, in this case. Figure out if you have one of these hidden gems. Here's what you'll need. Start by checking the date. It must say 1989. Then, look for the mint mark, which will either be P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. Certain coins from the Denver Mint are worth the most. Lastly, inspect the coin for any errors. Look for doubling in the text or strange marks on the design. Okay, so you think you've got the $1 million coin. What's next? Here are 3 steps you should take immediately. Take your coin to a reputable coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm its authenticity and assign it a grade. If it's valuable, don't handle it with bare hands. Use gloves and store it in a protective case to avoid damage. Rare coins like this often sell for top dollar at auctions. Heritage auctions and stacks bowers are 2 trusted platforms where collectors compete for rare finds. Patience is key. The right buyer will pay the right price if your coin is truly rare. So there you have it, the story of the 1989 Everglades quarter and how it could make you a millionaire. Now it's your turn. Check your change jars, old wallets, or coin collections and see if you've got a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Who knows, you might just help someone else find their $1 million coin. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the $2 Monticello Jefferson nickel that has collectors worldwide buzzing. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to check if you own one, and tips to sell your rare coins for the best price. Start with the basics. The $2 Monticello Jefferson nickel was minted in Denver, Colorado, as part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series. This coin features the classic Monticello design on the back, Thomas Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, and a modernized portrait of Jefferson on the front. But what makes this coin different? Why is it worth millions? Well, it all comes down to a unique error in the minting process that created an ultra-rare version of the coin. Coin collectors call this a minting error, and when it happens, it can skyrocket the value of a coin. As the error, experts discovered that some $2 Jefferson nickels have a rare misalignment on the reverse side, the Monticello building. Instead of being perfectly centered, the design is slightly off-center, creating what collectors call a misstrike. But that's not all. On some coins, there's doubling, meaning the letters or designs appear duplicated under magnification. This makes these nickels a gold mine for collectors. These errors weren't caught during production, and only a handful of these coins are believed to exist today. That rarity is exactly why one recently sold for $1.5 million. Is it slightly misaligned? If so, you could be looking at a valuable mint error. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and carefully check the lettering on the coin. Doubling is a surefire sign of a rare coin. If you spot any of these features, don't clean the coin or try to polish it. This can lower its value. Instead, have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. So you think you have the $1.5 million coin. What next? Here's how to sell it for the highest value. They'll verify its authenticity and assign a grade that determines its condition. Rare coins like the $2 Monticello nickel often sell for top dollar at major auctions like heritage auctions or stacks bowers galleries. Look for auctions specializing in rare and error coins. Some collectors are willing to pay a premium for rare finds, especially if the coin is in mint condition. Be sure to get multiple offers to ensure you're getting the best deal. Patience is key. The coin market is highly competitive, and waiting for the right buyer can make all the difference. The story of how a simple $2 Monticello Jefferson nickel turned into a $1.5 million treasure. Who knows? That nickel in your pocket right now could be your ticket to a life-changing fortune. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on spotting and selling valuable coins. And let me know in the comments, what rare coins have you found in your? We're talking about a coin that's currently worth a staggering $1.7 million. Let's break down exactly why this particular nickel is so valuable, and how you can tell if yours is one of the rare ones. To give you a bit of context, the $2 Monticello Jefferson nickel is part of the U.S. Mint's regular issue series. It's a coin that most people would overlook as just another nickel. But what makes this coin special? It has a rare error that catapulted it into the spotlight, making it one of the most sought-after nickels in the world. A clean strike. This nickel was struck with an incorrect die that caused the reverse of the coin to feature a rare double die error. Essentially, this means the Monticello building appears twice, making it a highly collectible and valuable anomaly. You can see the doubled outlines of the Monticello building, especially on the columns and the windows. This error makes the coin stand out from millions of regular 1987 nickels. The key here is spotting the doubling, which is the key factor that makes the coin so valuable. Talk about how much this rare nickel is actually worth. While most regular 1987p Monticello nickels are worth just a few cents, like a typical nickel would be, this error coin can fetch up to $1.7 million at auction, depending on its condition and whether it's been graded by a professional coin grading service. Coins with this type of error have been sold at major auctions for such incredible amounts. In fact, one lucky collector found an example that sold for $1.7 million. But don't get too excited just yet, not all 1987p Monticello nickels are worth that much. To get top dollar for your coin, it needs to be in excellent condition, and it should be properly authenticated and graded. Grading is an essential part of determining the coin's value, and coins are graded on their wear, the quality of the strike, and the overall appearance. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers meaning better condition. For example, a coin graded MS65 or higher could command a much higher price than one graded lower. So, if you think you might have a rare 1987p Monticello nickel, getting it professionally graded is the first step. If you're wondering whether you should sell your old coins, here's some important advice. Coins like the 1987p Monticello nickel aren't just found in any pocket change. You'll need to check the details carefully. Look for the double die error, and make sure to inspect it for wear and tear. If it looks in good shape and has that clear error, you could be holding onto something valuable. If you find one, it's time to act. There are plenty of buyers out there, from professional collectors to coin dealers, who would pay top dollar for a coin like this. But remember, the condition and authenticity are key. So, before you rush to sell it, make sure it's been verified and properly graded. There are many trustworthy websites and auction houses where you can sell rare coins like the 1987p Monticello nickel. If you're not sure where to start, sites like Heritage Auctions and eBay are great platforms for reaching potential buyers. Every coin will be worth millions like the 1987p Monticello nickel, but remember, there are plenty of rare coins out there waiting to be discovered. So, if you have old coins sitting around, take a closer look. It might just be the right time to see if you've got a hidden treasure, to sell, or just learn more about the world of rare coins. Always do your research and consult with a professional if you think you might have something valuable. The world of numismatics is filled with fascinating stories, and your next coin could be the next big find. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on how to uncover valuable treasures in your own coin collection. And remember, treasure is often just a coin flip away. We're talking about a coin that could potentially make you a fortune. We're diving into the world of the 1961 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that could be worth up to $1.8 million. Stick around to find out if you might be holding onto one of these rare treasures. Break down the basics. The Monticello Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, and over the years, it has become one of the most iconic coins in American history. The 1961 version is particularly special, as it features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, the famous home of Thomas Jefferson, on the reverse. But here's where things get interesting. Most 1961 nickels were minted with a mint mark, indicating where they were made. However, some coins, very few, in fact, were produced without the mint mark, which is what makes them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. This missing mint mark is what sets the 1961 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel apart. Now, you might be wondering, how much is this rare nickel really worth? Well, back in the day, this nickel wasn't any different from the other nickels circulating. It wasn't until collectors started digging into the details that the 1961 no-mint mark variety was discovered. And when they found out how rare it was, the value skyrocketed. Today, in uncirculated condition, this coin can fetch anywhere from a few $1,000s to over $1.8 million at auction. Yes, you heard me right, $1.8 million. That's because, in the world of coin collecting, rarity is king, and a missing mint mark makes this coin a true treasure. So, how do you know if you've got one of these rare nickels? The key to identifying a 1961 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is looking at the reverse side of the coin. Normally, you'll see a small D or S to indicate the mint location, whether it was made in Denver or San Francisco. But if there's 星号 no mint mark, 星号, you've got a rare variety on your hands now. Don't get too excited just yet. You'll also want to check the condition of the coin. If it's well worn and shows signs of heavy circulation, the value will be lower. But if it's in good condition or even better, in mint state, that's where the magic happens. So, why is the condition so important? Well, the market for rare coins values quality just as much as rarity. A 1961 no mint mark nickel that's in pristine, uncirculated condition will obviously be worth more than one that's been worn down by years of use. If your coin has a shiny, almost untouched appearance with no visible scratches or discoloration, it can easily fetch the highest possible price. Not forget the certification. Having your coin professionally graded and certified by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service, PGS, can dramatically increase its value. Wow, there are few options. You can reach out to reputable coin dealers, auction houses, or even online marketplaces that specialize in rare coins. However, if you're looking to get the highest possible value, auctions are usually the best route. In recent years, 1961 no-mint mark nickels have been known to make huge headlines at auctions, and if yours is in top-notch condition, you could be looking at a major payday. If you've got your hands on one of these rare nickels, it's important to protect it. Coins like these are fragile, and even the smallest scratch or dent can decrease their value. Store it in a protective holder and keep it in a cool, dry place away from any direct sunlight. And remember, don't clean your coin. Cleaning it could actually reduce its value. Collectors love original patina and wear, as it tells the story of the coin's journey. So, there you have it. The 1961 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of the most valuable coins in American history, and it could be hiding in your collection right now. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting into the world of rare coins, now you know what to look for. We're talking about the elusive 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Before we dive into its incredible story and how you might just have one of these coins lying around in your pocket change, let me ask you, do you have any old coins in your collection? Or maybe you've inherited some from family or found a few in a jar over the years? Well, today might be the day you discover you've got a hidden gem just waiting to be sold for a massive payday. Start with the basics. The 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel is part of the long-running series of nickels that feature President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his famous Virginia estate, on the reverse. But here's the kicker. In 1962, some of these nickels were struck without a mint mark, making them incredibly rare and valuable today. You see, most U.S. coins made after 1934 include a mint mark, which shows where they were produced. Most of these 1962 nickels were made in Philadelphia, and usually, they have a small P mint mark. But some were produced without it. And this mistake, or rather, rare anomaly, is what makes this particular coin so highly sought after in the numismatic world. So why is this error so significant? Well, the answer lies in its rarity. Minting mistakes happen from time to time, but the 1962 no-mint mark nickels were so few that they stand out among the millions of other Jefferson nickels from that year. Most collectors and investors are always on the lookout for these rare variations, and that's exactly why they can fetch sky-high prices at auction. In fact, these nickels are so rare that their value can skyrocket into the millions, depending on their condition. The highest documented sale for a 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel. An astonishing $1.9 million. That's right, nearly $2 million for a coin that was originally worth just a few cents. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins in your collection? Great question. Let's break it down so you can check your own nickels and see if they could be worth a fortune. Flip the coin over and check for the mint mark. In 1964, most of the Monticello nickels were minted in Philadelphia and would have a small P mint mark right above the Monticello building on the reverse side. But for this rare version, the mint mark is 星号 missing 星号, and that's what makes the coin so valuable. The condition of the coin. Like any collectible, the better the condition, the higher the value. If your 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel is well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, it could be worth significantly more than one in average or poor condition. Big question. How much is it really worth? Well, as we mentioned earlier, these rare nickels have been known to sell for up to $1.9 million. But that doesn't mean every 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel is going to bring in that kind of money. A lot depends on its grade or condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect, uncirculated condition. If your coin is in mint state or close to it, you're looking at a much higher price. A coin in lower grades might still be worth a few $100s, but the real gems, in excellent condition, could fetch thousands or even millions at auction. So, what do you do if you think you have a 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel? The first step is to get it properly appraised. Don't just rely on online guides or casual estimates. Reach out to a professional numismatist or take your coin to a reputable coin dealer. They can give you a precise value based on its condition and rarity. 反斜杠, and remember, When selling rare coins, be sure to do your research. You don't want to sell to just anyone. Look for auction houses, trusted dealers, or even online platforms that specialize in rare coins. First, there are major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stadsbauers, where rare coins like this often go for record-breaking prices. You can also check out online marketplaces like eBay, but be careful and make sure you're working with trusted buyers who understand the true value of rare coins. 反斜杠 share your stories in the comments below, and let me know if you'd like more tips on coin collecting and selling. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the latest coin news. There's always treasure to be found in the most unexpected places. We're diving into one coin that's making headlines, which is now valued at an astonishing $1.7 million. But is it really that simple to find one? And how can you tell if your coin is worth a fortune? Stick around because we're about to break it down for you, which looks like any other nickel. But there's a hidden gem here. In 1967, most coins had a mint mark, a small letter, on the coin that showed where it was made. Either in Philadelphia, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1967 didn't have a mint mark. It's rare, and that's the key to its value. But why does it matter so much? After a few decades of being mostly overlooked, this rare began to surface in auctions and coin shops. Experts soon realized the scarcity of these coins, and the market reacted. Over time, one lucky find in 2007 caused the price to skyrocket. For a jaw-dropping, that's a lot of money for a small, unassuming coin. But how can you spot one of these valuable pieces if you have one lying around? Look at the reverse side of the coin, where the mint mark should normally be located, right above the dome of Monticello. If it's completely blank, you may have a. But remember, not all missing mint marks are created equal. That blank space makes all the difference. However, you shouldn't assume every unmarked coin from 1967 is valuable. There are other factors to consider, like the condition of the coin and its authenticity. It's crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with the higher the grade, the higher the value. A coin will fetch much more than one that's heavily worn or damaged. So, before jumping to conclusions about your coin's worth, you'll want to know how to properly grade it. But you can get a rough idea by examining the coins. If your coin still has a lot of detail and shines, it could be worth far more than a standard nickel. So now that you know the basics, you're probably wondering, first things first, it's best to go to get an expert to evaluate your coin. And if it's really rare, they can help you auction it off to the highest bidder. Here are the key steps to take if you think you've got a valuable coin, whether that's through an auction or directly to a dealer. About the value. Most coins won't fetch this kind of money, but it's always worth checking. Don't overlook coins from your change jar or collection. You never know what's hiding in there. When it comes to selling your old coins, knowledge is power. The more you know about what you have, the better position you'll be in to make a great deal. 反斜杠 for more tips and coin collecting secrets. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll never miss it. We're diving into one of the most fascinating finds in the world of numismatics, the 1988 Monticello Jefferson nickel. And guess what? It could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. That's right, a coin that you may have sitting in your collection or even in a drawer could have a fortune waiting inside it. So, if you ever wondered what makes certain coins so valuable, you're in for a real treat today. Now, let's take a look at the 1988 Monticello Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted by the U.S. Mint in 1988 and features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The P mint mark tells us it was struck in Philadelphia. The nickel itself is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, and it has been a staple of American currency for decades. But here's the twist. Most people would never think that a coin from 1988 could be worth anything out of the ordinary, right? After all, that's a relatively recent coin in the grand scheme of things. But as we'll discover, there's something truly special about the 1988 Monticello Jefferson nickel that makes it worth a fortune. Okay, so why is this particular nickel worth a staggering $1.6 million? The value lies in a very rare, very specific error, a minting mistake that's hard to find. The 1988 Jefferson nickel was struck with a 星号 double die reverse 星号 error. This means that the die used to strike the reverse side of the coin, the Monticello side, was misaligned during the minting process. As a result, you can see a visible doubling effect, especially on the letters in the word Monticello and other features on the reverse. This rare error makes the coin much more valuable than the standard 1988 nickel, and collectors are willing to pay a premium to own one. In fact, one of these error coins sold for a whopping $1.6 million at auction. Now, how do you identify this rare air coin? Well, it's all in the details. Here's how you can spot a 1988P Monticello nickel with the 星号 double die reverse 星号 error. Sometimes, you'll notice a subtle doubling effect on the date, which helps confirm the coin's rarity. If you see this, there's a good chance it's the error you're looking for. It's crucial to examine your coins under magnification, preferably with a loupe, to spot these tiny details. This is what separates a 5-cent nickel from a $1 million treasure. Do you go about selling this rare gem if you find it? The market for rare coins is huge, and collectors are always on the lookout for rare coins. But here's the thing, selling it can be tricky if you're not familiar with the process. You'll want to get your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PGS. These organizations will grade your coin's condition, which plays a huge role in its value. A coin in pristine condition, like the $1.6 million nickel, is worth far more than one with visible wear and tear. Once graded, you can sell your coin at a reputable auction house or even through online platforms. Auctions are great because they allow multiple collectors to bid, which can drive the price up. If you're not sure where to start, there are many coin dealers who specialize in rare air coins. Now, let's say you're going through your old coins, and you're thinking, could I have one of these valuable 1988P Monticello nickels? Here's what you should do next. Even a worn coin with the error might still be worth something. But if it's in excellent condition, the price could skyrocket. You find what you believe could be an error coin, take it to a professional numismatist for further examination. They'll be able to tell you whether it's a true error coin or not. It's worth getting that expert validation before selling it. To wrap things up, the 1988P Monticello Jefferson nickel with the double die reverse error is a rare and valuable coin, worth up to $1.2 million in the right condition. If you're holding onto old coins, make sure to take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on how to find valuable coins in your collection, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you found any rare coins yourself. We've got something incredible for all you coin collectors and enthusiasts out there. What if I told you that you might have a coin sitting in your collection that could be worth up to $1.6 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around, because today, we're diving into the 1988D mint-mark Monticello Jefferson nickel coin and uncovering why it's causing such a stir in the world of coin collecting and numismatics. The 1988D mint-mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, minted at the Denver Mint, has become one of the most talked about coins in recent years. But what makes it so special, and why is it worth so much? That's what we're about to uncover. First, let's take a quick step back in history. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the front. This coin has seen many variations over the decades, but the 1988D mint-mark Monticello nickel stands out. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel originally featured the Monticello building on the reverse side, a symbol of Jefferson's Virginia estate. In 2004, the U.S. Mint began releasing new designs, celebrating Jefferson's life and legacy. But it wasn't until the 1988D mint-mark Monticello nickel that things really got interesting. This specific coin is known for its striking design, minting process, and even a few key details that set it apart from other nickels produced that year. The D mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint, is one of the key indicators that this coin is part of the 1988 batch that's become so sought after. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's just a nickel. Why would it be worth so much? Well, here's the twist. This particular coin has been known to fetch insane prices at auctions, with some rare specimens being valued at an astonishing $1.6 million. Talk about why this coin can be worth a small fortune. You see, the value of a coin like the 1988D mint-mark Monticello nickel isn't just about its metal content or how many were produced. It's all about rarity, condition, and demand in the market. When it comes to rare coins, condition is everything. A coin's grade, which is determined by experts, can drastically affect its value. The better the grade, the more money you could potentially make. We're talking about coins that have been graded at MS68 or higher, which are nearly perfect, showing minimal wear and tear. These coins are what collectors dream about. But the biggest reason this coin is valued at $1.6 million is a rarity factor. Only a few specimens have been found in pristine condition, and when something that rare hits the market, collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar. So, how can you cash in on this kind of value if you have one of these rare coins in your possession? Wow, here are some steps to follow. Step 1. Get your coin professionally graded. Having a coin certified by a reputable grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, (PCGS), or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, (NGC), is essential to verifying its authenticity and determining its grade. This is the first step to making sure you're getting the highest possible value. Step 2. Find the right buyer. This is key. There are many ways to sell rare coins, but to get the best price, you'll want to find a specialized dealer or auction house that deals with high-end coins. Rare coin auctions can drive prices up, especially when collectors are bidding. Tip number 1. Always do your research. Coins can vary in value depending on the year, mint mark, and condition, so make sure you understand what you're working with. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on rare coins and their value, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, or if you found a rare coin in your collection.